Look, before we talk about this pick, let me give you guys some context behind it.
He kisses me we haven't told this to anybody.
Yeah.
He kisses me every single night before we go to bed. Even when I go to bed earlier at night.
Even if she's mad at me, I'll still do it.
And I'm like,
yep, she'll move her head, and I was like, "Come here, give me."
yeah, he would like literally
I would say
pin
that.
me down and like kiss me.
A few moments later.
Man, it was all good just a week ago.
I don't have to play no games with nobody, man, and she respected that, and it was what it was, you know. I was waiting on the bus stop. I was shot my first film. Her sister and her drove by. They saw me waiting. They asked me to give me a ride. I was just like embarrassed. I was downtown.
Yeah.
They gave me a ride, and we were friends ever since.
Oh, cool.
Took me to Inglewood. So that's how that relationship started, and
Yeah.
we were friends, and we just started dating or nothing. And then it just went from there.
I knew Tia was the one for me when she was in my corner. When I moved to LA, when I moved to Inglewood, and I didn't have I had like 2 pair of drawers to my name. I was dirt poor. I didn't have anything, and she appreciated everything like for what it was, and she loved me for me. And then I knew once I can get financially in a better situation, that I'm gonna buy her a ring, and that's gonna be my wife. And here we are. So that's when I knew she was the one for me.
Don't make me cry.
Because it was real love, you know? And it's not perfect now.
No, it's not.
We might fight when I get home. But listen,
no, and
that's
there
real
are
love.
moments when he gets on my last nerve.
Fellas, it's not wise to meet a woman when you're in a vulnerable state because you don't know a woman's motive. And the reality is, if a woman is in the phase of her life where she's looking for a husband, she's going to line you up. And you don't even know that she's lining you up. You're thinking you met a great woman. The whole time, she's just being a crutch to your need. So it's going to feel like you found the one. But whole time, she's just using you. And when she's done using you, she will return back to the streets. And that's why it's very important for a man to really observe a woman. Don't think, oh, because I'm down bad right now and she's supporting me while I'm down bad, she's a good woman. No, she caught a man that all she got to do is be a crutch to him and he's going to think she's a good woman. And usually women, when they are in that phase, they are usually on their best behavior. But it's not who they are, but to accomplish being a wife right now, they're going to pretend.
You know, I've never dated.
That's right.
I've never dated. Corey was my first.
Right. Yes.
Everything. I met Corey when I turned 20, and I lost my virginity at 25. There, was that it?
She let that man wait for 5 years. So of course he's thinking she's the one. Plus, she still got her V card.
And then we got married. Boom.
I'm Tia, the one with the ring.
Oh.
So don't get it twisted.
Okay, Tia.
That's my sister, the one without the ring. I'm married.
Yeah, put it on the spot. Put it on the
Really?
That's messed
Tia,
up.
the one that's married.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
People always get mixed up.
All right. That's funny.
Obviously, being married meant a lot to her. And fellas, you'll have to understand that there are a lot of women who care about the title of marriage so much because they don't want to feel like a single woman out here. So they will marry a man that they are not into just to get that title of being a wife. And you don't want to be a victim to a woman like that because right after she got married and had kids, look at what she did.
Tia Mowry files for divorce. Tia Mowry has decided to file for divorce from her husband Corey Hardrick after 14 years of marriage. She took to Instagram on Tuesday to share the news. According to legal docs obtained by TMZ, the Sister star filed documentations in Los Angeles on Tuesday, citing irreconcilable differences as the reason for the end.
How did you know that it was time?
That's a really good question.
To take that route?
I knew when I really started to focus on my happiness. I feel like women, we tend to focus on everybody else's happiness, making sure that everybody else is okay, meaning our children. Meaning, you know, our children, our friends, our, you know, family. But at the end of the day, it's about self-love. And when you start to really work on yourself, love yourself, know your value, know your worth, and then all of a sudden there's this awakening.
I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm in my hoe phase right now. Happiness over everything.
Y'all gotta be careful, bro, because women are emotional creatures. Now, when she wanted to get married, that was gonna bring her happiness. But now that she accomplished that, happiness to her now is to find new dinner, find a new man to smash. That's what she meant by awakening. And that's the reality of a woman who is for the streets, fellas. No matter how hard you try, she will return back to those streets. Even if you try to tie her down by having 2-3 babies with her, that woman will return back to the streets if that's who she is. I'm just keeping it real. But nevertheless, fellas, like I always tell you guys, the signs are always there.
It's like, you know, it's like if it's, I can't even visualize myself, you know, without Corey.
Okay. And that's just, you know, everything's not perfect. You know, marriage is work.
And that's
marriage is work.
it
I'm
is.
not here. Let me finish.
Go ahead, sorry.
I'm not gonna be here and like, you know, work.
And that's
Marriage is work.
it
I'm
is.
not here. Let me.
Go ahead, sorry.
I'm not gonna be here and like, you know.
If you want to know a woman's interest level in a relationship, pay attention to how she reacts when her man speaks. If she allow her man to speak gracefully and appreciate his words and sit attentively and listen with a smile on her face, that's a woman who is in love. But when a woman is not in love, she can't pretend. Her actions will show you that she don't care what you have to say. And it first starts with cutting you off when you speak, and then it just get worse. But the bottom line is she don't respect you. And once a woman don't respect you anymore, bro, she is as good as gone. And it will be wise as a man, if you peep that your woman don't respect you, to leave while you ahead, because it's just going to get worse. Once your woman starts disrespecting you, it's time to pack it up.
What do you do for work? Do you like it? Do you like it?
She couldn't wait to return back to the streets. Fellas, the hoops never fails.
First date was so nice, we got to do it twice.
Hey.
Boom, number 2.
What? You want me to kiss you? No, go ahead.
It's just amazing how some women will ruin a 10-year plus marriage just to get back to the streets. And this is what happens when they realize the grass is not greener on the other side.
How hard is it in the dating world now?
Oh my God.
What is it like out there for a single woman?
Shot of tequila? No. It is very tough. I will say I've only been in the dating world for, I want to say 3 months now, and it is exhausting.
It's exhausting.
I want to throw the towel in. I'm like, what is wrong with, you know? You know, and I will say this.
Okay.
Someone had told me, and I wanted to be like, no, I disagree with you, and I don't want to believe it. They were like, you just Because my last relationship when dating was, when I was, dating this person, it was beautiful. It was amazing. It was wonderful. There was courting that was, involved. And I was saying how I feel like that's no longer, present, meaning like people just don't court each other anymore.
And it also, I think, once you're there, you're sort of 100% who you are. And that way, the person who, the next person in your life who may, whenever that day comes, will be meeting you, like the real you.
I went out on this date with this guy, never met him. I just saw him on the app. And we meet up at a restaurant. As I take off my makeup, I would share some of my horror stories. Of course, no names will be named. I decided to go out on this date with this one guy. We decided to meet at a restaurant, and I was like, okay, fine, let's try that.
So you talk about your transition, and I like that you use that word.
Yes.
Do you not use the D word?
I think it's so loaded. It has such a stigma.
So you're
on
rebranding it.
I am.
I was there at the BET Awards. You
Yes,
were there.
yes,
Corey's there with your son, Creed.
Yes, we are still a family. We're going to Disneyland together.
The four of you.
Yes, for Halloween. I'm not saying that it's easy because, again, I want to be transparent. Co-parenting, it has its rough patches. I think that we are doing a great job, and the reason why I say that is because family and our kids are what is most important.
This is how it usually goes. A bird will leave a good man. She will leave her husband. She will leave her family to return back to the streets, thinking that some sucker out there will wife her up. And usually the men that these women leave their husbands for refuse to wife them. They don't see them as wifey material. And when that happens, they try to get back with their husband. That's when they want to come back home. And this is why you should never take a woman back if she leaves you.
Huge change in our family and in our life. I've always wanted the family dynamic of having a mom and a dad in one household.
This is how a bird acts when she ruins a great marriage. She's gonna cry about it. She's gonna want to play the victim. She's gonna want you to feel sympathetic for her. But don't forget, she was the one who filed for divorce and left this good man, left her family to return back to the streets. Now she's crying and saying that she understands the importance of family. Family is what matters. But when the streets was calling her name, she turned her back on her family and her husband, bro. And just based on that, that's a woman who is in discipline. That's a woman who is committed to the streets. And if you take her back, best believe it will happen again. Because what it is, right now, she just craves having a husband who will court her and things like that. Because don't forget, marriage is very important to her. Because she decided to marry a man that she didn't love. So now she's just out in the streets lonely and desperate. And that's when you gotta leave her alone. The worst thing a man could do is to take a woman like this back. It's very unfortunate, but when she decided to go to the streets, she wasn't thinking about her family. And now she got to pay the price. I mean, it is what it is. But fellas, what y'all could learn from this is simple. Pay attention to the signs. The signs are always there. Never tolerate disrespect from a woman. And once a woman leave you to return back to the streets, never take her back.
For me, I think the secret to a successful marriage is forgiveness.
That shit is crazy.
I really do. There are going to be times when you do something to someone that hurts their feelings. Whether it's an action or whether it's just something that you say, and then you have to be willing to forgive.
Alright, back to this pic. The reason why this pic is so sad, bro, because this woman left her family to return back to the streets just to post a pic like this. And this is why I always tell you guys, regardless of what, a bird always makes a way back to the streets. You could meet a woman today, and let's say she sees you as a good father, a good man to settle down with. Let's say she's going through that phase. She's going to use you, and then when she gets over that phase, she's going to leave you after starting a family with you. That's how real it is. A woman like this can't give up the streets. That's why when she's done with the streets, it's like a cycle. She's gonna need healing. She's gonna cry and she's gonna act like, I wanna come back home to my husband. I wanna get back to my family. But then when she's powered up and she's feeling like herself again, she's gonna return back to the streets. Whenever a bird is at her best, she will return to the streets. The only time a bird deals with a sucker or a simp is when she's trying to power up. Fellas, be wise out here, man. Don't be a victim. Because the sad thing about this is a woman with 2 kids. She married a good man, and to see the mother of your child out here like this is just not cool. It's just not cool because she's just trying to tell the world, it's like, yo, I'm getting cracked. That's the message here. I'm getting cracked. Well, let's be careful out here, man, for real.
If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. Y'all already know, don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch.